He's under pressure. He's been hated. He's been insulted. People have said that he's done as a top-tier manager. People have even suggested that he needs to move down. That he will no longer be a top-tier manager. I've even got at Jose Mourinho. It's where it thrives. It's where he thrives. This is where Mourinho lives. This is his house. His house is... Oh, you're going to back away against me? Moi? Okay. Fine. So, you're going to back away against me. That's what you want to try and do. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, this, let me be very real. Because you know what? I'm not a guy that likes to mince words. And I don't really like minced meat. If Mourinho loses this game, he gets sacked. Simple as that. If he loses this game, he gets sacked. If he draws this game... Mourinho is not going to lose this game. Because he knows what's at stake. He knows what is at stake. But let's talk about Tottenham. Levy needs to be very, 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 very careful. Because I don't want to see Levy's face. Because Levy, you do not deserve to show your face. Because you're really going to show your face and say, hey, what's the problem? We've 2 wins out of 2. Why did we need to spend money? Shut your stinking mouth. Say nothing. Because this team overachieve and they're underpaid. Let me repeat myself. This is a team that overachieves and are underpaid. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And Pochettino, who for me is one of the best young managers in the world, he deserves better. He deserves far, far better. So if Pochettino goes ahead and maybe takes a job for Barcelona or for Real Madrid or for us or for another big team like a PSG or a Bayern Munich, the only people that Tottenham fans should blame is Daniel Levy, because you are screwing around a great thing. Because this is a team who are 1 or 2 players. They are 2 players away from winning a title. Tottenham can't. This team can't win a title. No, they can't win a title. As good as Harry Kane is an amazing striker, world-class striker. What this guy, world-class, I'm not sure what I call him world-class, but he is a superb striker. Superb striker, definitely. One of him and Aguero is the 2 best strikers in the Premier League, 100%. You can't win a trophy with Harry Kane as your main man. You can't. He will help you, but as your main man, no. Gareth Bale, yes. Beast Mode, yes, you can win a trophy with Gareth Bale. With Harry Kane, nah, you can't. You can't win a trophy with Dele Alli. Can't win a trophy with Eriksen. Nah. So, but coming into this game, let's just talk about this game specifically. Tottenham are favourites for this game. That is where we're coming from. So man, this is called football. Tottenham are favourites for this game. Mourinho is under pressure. If he loses this, he gets sacked by me. So that's where we're coming on from, because Tottenham have played better, and I think Tottenham, the way that they're set up, their team as a whole, the club, they're in a far better state mentally and physically than Manchester United. Manchester United are a team that are a mess. They're in disarray. United fans, what they want to admit or not, they're in disarray. But let's be real. You can insult Mourinho all you want, 100%. And Mourinho will accept all your insults. This is still just Jose Mourinho. I've insulted Mourinho. I said this is a bad fit. It's not going to work. I think he's going to get sacked at Christmas. I don't think this is going to work. But Mourinho is a guy that says, you're betting against me? You think I'm done? Okay. That's what Mourinho does, because Mourinho, he thrives upon chips on his shoulder. He thrives upon a chance. He thrives upon people who think it's done. It's what he lives for. It's what he lives for. So let's just look at this game in particular. So I'm looking at Guardian's preview here. And they're going with So let's just, even before you go to the attack, let's go to defensively. I think that, Mourinho, you have to work on the defensive setup of the team. And Bailly and Lindelof does the defensive partnership work? Because the thing about the defensive partnership is it's not about the quality of the central defenders. I think Bailly is a great central defender. Okay, he made one mistake. He made one flipping mistake for the penalty. Big mistake, but he made one mistake. I think Eric Bailly is still a quality defender. But does he work with Lindelof? Because the thing about a central defensive partnership is not about having two quality defenders. It's having two defenders that work well together, that have a good understanding and a good relationship and know when to play the offside trap, when to press, when to cover for each other. They know each other's weaknesses and each other's strengths. So they know when to cover for one another and know when one may make a mistake, so they're there to try and offset it for them. So there are many elements into this, and the question that Mourinho needs to ask is that, is Bailly and Lindelof a good defensive partnership? Because again, the defense has to be right. De Gea can't save everything. He can't save everything as well, as was proven at the World Cup. He can't save everything. And against the finishing of Harry Kane, the movements and the evasiveness of Dele Alli, the playmaking of Eriksen, and the dribbling skill quality of Moura, if the defense starts doing that crap against Brighton, they're done. If United play anywhere like they did against Brighton, we could have a lubrication. And I do not want that on Mourinho's record. I do not want on Mourinho's record you go lubricated at home at Old Trafford. I don't want that for my boy. I don't want that for my boy. As much as he's a brick right now. I mean, he's a brick. I think he's a classy brick. He's a classy brick, but that's just me being objective. He is my boy. He'll always be my boy. I will always support Mourinho. I don't care what anyone says. But as much as you support your friends and your idols, you have to take a step back and say when they've been crap and garbage. And he's been crap as a manager with this team. Because he's let it slip. He's let this team slip, and he's let players have too much power, and he needs to really rein them in and have better management. Maybe that's a weakness. So a midfield of Pogba, Fred, and Fellaini. Are they going to win the midfield battle over Eriksen, Dyer, and so forth, with Davies and Trippier coming in there, forming as wing backs and additional midfielders with Ali and Moura pulling back? I don't know. Fred, I'm not convinced as a central midfielder. Fellaini is a thug. He's your thug midfielder. Which goes back to the point I keep on making is, therefore, Labil has to do everything. Labil isn't a central midfielder who controls the tempo of the game. He's a box-to-box midfielder. So if Fred Flintstone and Sideshow and the Belgian Sideshow Bob aren't able to hold the midfield, Pogba has been, bouton, merde, got to go back and do this. Which then negates his effectiveness to be an offensive weapon. Which is what you need. Because Pogba's very good offensively. Sanchez, I'm not sure whether this is the game for him. And look, why didn't you play Fred out wide? That's my thing. Why didn't you play Fred out wide? Why didn't you have Rashford and Lukaku as two strikers? I know it sounds boring. I know you're annoyed of saying this. But does Lukaku work as a lone striker? Does he? Is Lukaku a quality lone striker? Is he? So he may give you one really good game. He'll give you 5 bad games and 3 average games. I'm sorry, he's a brick. Okay, great guy, amazing personality. Because I've seen his interviews, he's an amazing personality. But his personality and his football are different things. I think he's a great quality guy who I'd love to have a meal with. But he's a brick. He's a brick. That's just me being real. And Rashford hasn't been great so far. So there are a lot of issues here. I want to go to Tottenham now. So is Alderweireld staying? That's what I know. Is Alderweireld staying? But when you look at that defense, first of all, I think Lloris, drink driving, bro. I know we all love our drinks, but drink driving, bro, come on. I mean, if you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. The whole song. I think Vom is a better keeper than Lloris. That's for me personally. So I don't think they're losing anything by Lloris not starting because of him being punished. But look at that. If you look at that defense of Vertonghen, Sanchez, Alderweireld, that is a superb defense. That is the best defense in the Premier League, without a doubt, 100%. Like this, it's not even up for that. That is the best defense in the Premier League. Trippier, out of nowhere, this guy has just come up to be one of the most interesting right backs out there. Out of nowhere. Dyer, you have your solid midfield in there, but I think for Tottenham pertaining to this game in here, I think What is going to be key is Lucas Moura. Because I think how Moura connects with Ali and Kane is going to be very important. Because the thing about Kane is that I don't want you dribbling. No, I don't want you doing skills or anything. That's not your game. Your game is you're a superb finisher. An absolutely superb finisher who can finish out of the box and inside the box. And I think his whole play is good, but what I want from Kane is I want you to put your... I want to see your strengths. So what... your strengths comes from what Moura and Ali can do. And I think in a game against a team who are shaky, Pochettino should say to Moura and Ali, I want you to carry that ball. I want you to hold on to that ball. I want you to get on Pogba. I want you to double team on Pogba because he likes to hold onto the ball. Fellaini integrating the ball. Fred looks sketchy. So for Dyer, Eriksen, but especially for Moura and Ali, who are the more advanced guys, press those guys, play higher up and just get in them, get in their faces and try and pressure them. Because you win the ball up early, you have a breakaway with Trippier over there. The key thing is give Kane that ball in the dangerous position. Give it to him in the danger position. Don't give it to him in a place where he has to now try and dribble past the guy. I can't remember last time Kane dribbled past the guy. Give him that ball in space where he's looking at him and De Gea. Bro, that ball is going into that damn net. That ball is going to that damn. You give Kane that ball in space, that ball is entering that damn net. But Moura and Ali have to do the proper legwork to give Harry Kane that opportunity. So focus on his strengths, not his weaknesses. See, tactically, Tottenham can win this. I don't see an argument for how Manchester United win this game. I don't see it. But this is how football works. And I think that how football works is that everything is against Manchester United. What the people are saying, what everybody is saying, everything is against them. And I believe that, and this is the trick here. I think from Mourinho would be like, okay, we're playing against a team that are better than us right now. That are much more informed than us right now. They've got a better defense, a better midfield, they've got a better attack. they just, I mean, my God. But it's character. And I think Mourinho will appeal to United players is show your character. Show the doubters, the critics, who include your own fans as well, who want you to do badly, who want you to attack this thing. Show them that, wait a minute, we can do something. We can do something. Show them that. I think if they are shown that, I think we're going to see a big reaction from Manchester United, which is why I feel and I believe I'm going with a 2-1 to Man United. It's going to be a game. I think it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a bit open here and there, but I think it's going to be a pretty tight game. United will have their domination. Tottenham will have their domination. But I think overall, I'm saying it right now, I am going to roll with Manchester United to win this 2-1 because I told you when Mourinho's back is against the wall, because you want to get him out of here. Everybody thinks he's done. They want to get him out of here. Inter Milan 2010. FC Porto, Champions League. Chelsea, defined them. Him? He's saying he's done. I think Mourinho, that's what he's going to do. So this is his celebration. Because he needs this. He needs to do this. Jose Mourinho is not done at the top level. Don't he dare insult him by saying he should move down a level. Don't do it. 2-1 to Man United. If they lose... Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.